Ter Stegen isn't human, even if he has a name that sounds like Dracula's side chick, Iago Aspas, take 3 bows. We have a very interesting La Liga title race. And yes, Barcelona are still winning.
Double H. Double H. Double H. Double H. Double H. Double H.
Celta Vigo. Celta flipping Vigo. There's so much stuff to break down in this. So let me just first get my thoughts out and I will be answering your questions. Remember, guys, I will view your questions and those people who send super chats will always get priority. The super chats will always get priority. And of course, I will try my best to answer your questions after I've done here. So send your questions, send your super chats and so forth, and I will go back to them and reference them. Let me just get this first out. Messi is quite an exceptional player. You know, I don't want to mention any of the names and everything, but as I said before, every time you see this guy play, he reminds you that we are witnessing one of the most talented football players that we've ever seen. And I think it was the commentators were mentioning that, okay, forget his goals, forget his dribbling, forget his individual virtuoso stuff. This dude's passing is crazy because, you know, when people say, oh, he's one of the best passers of all time, I was like, look, I mean, he's not better than Pirlo, he's not better than Riquelme, you know. But then I said, wait a minute, because like he did one crazy pass outside of the foot, I think, to Semedo. But that free kick, if you look at the accuracy of that free kick, the accuracy of that ball that he played to the cannonball was crazy, you know. And it's so crazy that Barcelona didn't win this game because since the break, I would argue this is possibly one of Barcelona's best performances this season. Arguably, it has to go up there as one of the best performances this season. 100%, they play better without Griezmann in the lineup. Puig, I don't care. Puig is good. And I think the more that Puig plays, the more that he will get into the tempo of the game. But I think the thing about it is that Barcelona, they played faster. It was quicker. It was sharper. And for me, Puig and Ansu Fati are on Messi's wavelength. Griezmann, for me, he's just not to the wavelength. He is playing from another kind of aspect. I think Barcelona would have wanted a bit more from Semedo. And I think Semedo is maybe, because he used to be pretty good attacking-wise, but I think he's definitely lacking in what he can bring Barcelona offensively. So he just seems to be lacking that bit of sharpness and that bit of inventiveness on the ball. But look, man, the thing is about cannibal. You just don't do it enough times. You're simply not consistent. You're simply not consistent. Because if the cannibal wants to be, he can be one of the best strikers in the world. Because if you look at that first goal was, again, it was a good finish. I still think it was a superb pass from Messi, but still a good finish. That second goal was all cannibal. That was like old school cannibal because the key to that second goal that Cannibal scored was the turn and how he left it. Because again, it's a typical football strikers move that we've all done where the defender thought that he was going to control the ball. The Cannibal acted like he was going to control the ball, but he let the ball run across him, which messed up the defender, and it bought him that split second to then finish with his left foot, bottom corner. It was a superb striker's goal. And if Cannibal can keep doing that for Barcelona, they would have won this league. It's just that next few games, you just see him falling over, tripping over, and just being a complete break. But you have to see, this is the thing about La Liga teams. And this is why I always say that La Liga played the best for football. Sometimes it doesn't work. But when you look at just how Celta Vigo were playing, it wasn't just like long ball or route one. You could see that there was a lot of thought being given to what they wanted to do with the ball. They should have scored it in the first place. I don't know what Smolov was smoking, but Smolov should have passed it to Iago Aspas. But when you look at the equalizer that they got, that was a superb pass from Aspas. Because that ball from Aspas took out both Rakitic and Umtiti. Simple square pass, homeboy was screwed. Okay, two things. I thought Ter Stegen made 2 amazing saves. He only made one amazing save because the save he made, I can't remember who had the strike where it was his right foot. That was an amazing, superb save that would have been Pookie just messed up. So look at the Norwich United game. He messed up. But like, What Stegen has been doing single-handedly has been insane. What he's been doing single-handedly has been absolutely insane. I mean, Stegen is a demon. Stegen is a flipping demon. But no, I'm gonna have to put Nolito on the review. That is stupid. No, Nolito. All you had to do was just put your foot through it. I don't know that he tried to pass the ball across or pass the ball to Stegen. It didn't make any sense what the hell the guy was doing, you know. But for me, this is bad from Barcelona because the free kick. It's like things. See, I don't want to see. I'm not one of those guys that likes to beat a dog when it's down or likes to pile on someone. But let's keep it fair. Let's keep it real and let's keep it fair. First off, that was a very good free kick from Aspas, because I think Aspas knew that against a guy like Stegen, most likely if you go over the top, he's going to save. So you know what? To beat a keeper like this, I'm going to be sneaky. And I think Stegen thought that you're not going to beat me if you put the ball over the top. I'm going to save it. And if you're trying to go around me, I've got my free kick guys there. Griezmann, he jumped away because the more and more you see it, especially when you see it in slow motion, Griezmann jumped like this. Because if you're jumping, you're going to get hit, but you have to do this. You have to go boom. But you have to, because your main aim is you're trying to block open the ball. So if he had stood his ground more, he could have potentially got a foot to it. Because remember, it went round, but I think he could have put a foot there to block it. But from Aspas, it was a very, very clever free kick. A very clever free kick because, see, Stegen, he didn't even dive. Because Stegen, so you can slightly blame Stegen because you're like, you should always expect everything to happen. But I think Stegen did not believe that his wall was going to be that weak to not block the ball over the top. So, man, huge. Real Madrid now have an incredible opportunity because they're playing against a team who I think they've sacked their manager 3 times. Real Madrid have an amazing chance right now, an absolutely golden opportunity to say what's up. They have a golden flipping opportunity to say what's up. This is a superb chance. This is a superb chance, and for me, I don't think it's over yet. I still believe that there are more twists and turns that happen. But the difficulty for Barcelona is, who do they face on Tuesday? Who do they face on? Guys, I mean, that's what, because the matches are coming thick and fast. The matches are coming thick and fast. But see, the beauty about this is that the more times that Barcelona drop points, the more chance that I know we're going to have a title race. Because if Real Madrid drop points, I know that Barcelona, because they've done this so many times before, they're going to say, what's up? But as of right now, because for Barcelona, they now have to win that game on Tuesday. And remember, Atletico want to secure top 4. So this makes that game even much more difficult. But I'll keep it real, and I'll open up to your questions now. Do you start Griezmann? Because remember, let's keep it real. They conceded when the cannonball came off. So I think if you're setting, you've got to go with that same lineup. It's faster, it's quicker. The ball was moved intelligently. Everybody's on the same wavelength. Rakitic was looking really good. You have to go with the same lineup because I do believe that this lineup can beat Atletico Madrid. I think they can, but it's going to be a tough game. It's going to be a tough game. Obviously, Barcelona are much stronger at the Camp Nou. There's no fans, but they're much stronger at the Camp Nou. But I do feel that it would be and I think maybe if they give Messi a free roll and they put him out wide and give him space, they can do something. But look again, Messi balled. He balled, So and he did all that he could. He technically had 2 assists, dribbling guys face off and everything. Still, and he should have scored in that first half because he opened it up and everything. It was a beautiful chance. Should have scored it, but it didn't happen. But things now, Real Madrid now have. This is Real Madrid's best chance to win this thing. This is their best. Barcelona, because first of all, they beat them. At the Bernabeu, they went to go and mess up against, I think, ironically, Celta Vigo in the next game. This is a golden opportunity and a golden chance for them to say what's up. I mean, if they mess this up, if they somehow don't get some maximum points against Espanyol, I don't even know what to tell you. But for me, because it's Real Madrid, anything can happen. Anything. See, if this was Juventus or Bayern Munich or PSG, then okay, the league is done. Because it's Real Madrid who are allergic to winning La Liga titles and who numerous times know how to mess up and drop points. For me, anything can happen. Real Madrid could just lose on Sunday. They could very easily lose on Sunday, or they could very easily draw. Obviously, if they draw, they go out to the top of the table. So it's very exciting stuff right now. But before I turn over to you guys, Griezmann. It seems more and more like if it's over for Griezmann. To get benched by Fetus, to get benched by an orphan, to get benched by a testy baby is serious. Like, I mean, imagine if you're a World Cup winner. You're a World Cup winner. People talk about you, one of the best players in the world. I think he was top 5, and you're getting benched by a testy baby. That's deep. That's deep. All right, let me see what you all are saying, man. All right. So, Puig is a twig. Yeah, he's the guy's very small. The guy's very, very tiny indeed, man. But I was very impressed with him. Messi was way too quiet. Did you watch the game? I don't think you watched the game, but like Messi did what he could, and Messi was extremely active in the game. So I don't know what you say. Who says Oblak is the best goalkeeper in the world? What more do you want Ter Stegen to do? Like, actually, without Ter Stegen, Barcelona aren't ahead. Like, they're not even in contention. You take Ter Stegen would cost, if you took away Ter Stegen, that probably cost Barcelona about 6, 7, 8 points, maybe more, maybe 10. He's made match-winning saves. He's made numerous match-winning saves, numerous saves that this guy has made, and he has saved these guys time after time after time. So he is easily 100% the best keeper in the world, no doubt, man. Okay. It is always wrong with the predict. What was wrong about my prediction? I'm saying it right now, and if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I still believe Barcelona will win this La Liga title. I still believe it. Because look, if Zidane comes back, first season back, and delivers the La Liga title for Real Madrid, I mean, dope. But there are more twists and turns that happen. But Real Madrid have, and see, if Real Madrid beats Espanyol, Barcelona will be under intense pressure on Tuesday. See, that's the key thing. If Real Madrid say what's up on Sunday, the amount of pressure that Barcelona will, because then effectively Atletico could pretty much deal the killer blow to Barcelona on Tuesday. If Real say what's up on Sunday and Atletico say what's up on Tuesday, they could deal the total blow for those dudes, man. Yes, I've heard he's going to Groningen, which, see, for me, I'm happy that he's back. I'm cool he's back, but for me, I wanted to see Robin in a top tier team personally. I wanted to see Robin in a top tier team personally. So it is what it is, man. All right. Can you induct Umtiti PK? You see, that first goal that Celta Vigo scored, I might put that on maybe Rakitic and Umtiti. I don't think Piqué is to blame for that first goal. The second goal, I think it was Piqué that made the foul. Was it Piqué that made the foul for the free kick? Was it a foul? Was it not another foul? Was it? De Gea is not even in this conversation, bro. Come on, man. Get the heck out of here. So, I mean, I don't think it's enough to induct them. And also remember as well, Umtiti has hardly played. And Umtiti and Piqué have hardly played for a while. And correct me if I'm wrong, was Longley on the bench? If Longley was on the bench, and I think he was on the bench, even if I think Umtiti should always be starting, you never break up your central defensive partnership. You never do that, because your central defensive partnership is about communication and familiarity with your defensive partner. So, and I do think because Umtiti and Piqué have not played for that long, maybe the miscommunication may have led to them not really being able to say what's up, man. Um, all right, let's see what else guys I said. From Daniel Spurs, people did say this Celta Vigo game could be tough. One thing I didn't know. Again, thank you, Daniel Spence. Thank you very much for your super chat, Mr. Daniel Spence. Thank you. One thing that people said is that apparently Barcelona have not won away at Celta Vigo for 5 years, now going on to 6 years. That's crazy. And for me, ooh, Norwich was good. For me, I find that crazy how bogey teams work. It's weird how they work because the fact of the matter is that Barcelona are so much better than Celta Vigo. Like they're so much the better team, and Celta Vigo are 16th currently. But it's like because, and so it's almost doesn't honestly because wait a minute, they are better than them. How is it that a team that is so naturally better than a team have not been able to beat them at the crib for 5 years? That's crazy. But I just want to, I think those are one of the crazy mysteries of sport and of football, where you just have those teams that you just find it difficult to play. Even if you're better than them, man for man, you're better than them and you should beat them. Just maybe it's to do with the pitch, the surroundings, the way that the team plays. But see, that doesn't make sense because this Celta Vigo team now, is it the exact same Celta Vigo team? Oops, sorry. Is it the same exact Celta Vigo team from 5 years ago? It isn't. So why is it that flipping Barcelona have not been able to beat these guys for 5 seasons? That makes no sense, man. So it's true. For me, true. You may say it's, and I think that's always the key thing is like matchups. It is key about matchups, which is why I always say that 9 times out of 10 Spain will always beat Germany because Spain is a great matchup for Germany. But Spain against a South American side, Spain will always find it difficult to play South American sides because of that matchup and how those guys play. So I suppose just the way that, because again, like Celta Vigo caused Barcelona a lot of issues. And I think the thing about it is that because Barcelona play a high line, Celta Vigo's tactic, they really know how to exploit that high line. Whereas teams that maybe are more balanced or sitting deep, Celta Vigo find them a lot harder to break down because Celta Vigo were really getting that out. I mean, and speaking of which, guys, Rafinha. That is the best I have seen Rafinha ever. When this guy was for Barcelona, he was a Class C brick. 1000%. This guy was giving in full-on quality Class C brick material performances. For the 20 or 30 minutes that I saw for him for Celta Vigo, is the best that he's look, this guy is dribbling, getting past players, making smart plays, passing the ball, moving supremely well. It didn't make any sense. It didn't make any sense, man. Yeah, so Barcelona have beaten them 6-1 and 4-1 at home, which is why it is so crazy. Like that home and away thing, it's real. It's real because I've always said that. Okay, wait a minute. Okay, I know that you play away from home, but it's still the same team. But it's still the same team that you beat 6-1 or 5-1. But the thing about it is that away is and especially if guys, if you've played football before in school and sort of, the travel to the place makes you physically feel different. That's travel makes you physically feel different, and also the dynamics of the pitch. Because the key thing about playing at your stadium isn't necessarily about your fans; it's about pitch familiarity. And every single pitch is different because every single pitch, the dimensions, the grass, is your brain because like when you're playing at home, oh my gosh, Lenga. So your brain just feels much more familiar on a pitch that you play at 40 or 50 times a season. But a pitch that you play at maybe once or twice a season, it doesn't have that same familiarity. So that thing still works against you and works in the favor of the team that you're playing against. From the real deal, if Madrid win, how can Messi be in top 3 Ballon d'Or? Because Madrid winning has nothing to do with how Messi is playing. Because real deal, let's just keep it real. Let's keep it real. If you're watching the games, Messi is literally a one-man army. See now, today he had some help. But more times than not, Messi is a one-man army. He's a flipping a one-man wrecking ball. And the Ballon d'Or is not based on if your team won. The Ballon d'Or is based on who was the best performing individual. So you can't take the Ballon d'Or away from Messi if his team is trash. Griezmann is trash. A lot of these guys are trash. So 1000% Messi has been one of the best players. Especially the way that he's been playing now, you have to put him in that three. You have to put him in that three. Why do people compare Messi and Ronaldo's footballing abilities? It's not close because we live in a world of fanatics and fanaticism, and I've always said that one of the best things I've seen is how the media have created the farcical Messi Cristiano debates. It's, for me, I say like it is one of the most amazing things I've ever seen because it's so obvious as a football fan, as a guy who's been watching football for most of my life. It's like I keep saying, a guy can score goals, a guy can dribble, a guy can pass, a guy can create, and every time this guy has the ball, 4 or 5, it takes at least 3 guys to stop him. Like that should tell you something. Every time that Messi has the ball, you see at least 3 or 4 guys are around him. That should tell you something about just how dangerous he is compared to a guy who scores penalties. So the fact that people still keep pushing, Messi Cristiano, is because it's the media. It's the media who have created this stupid false narrative and how they've. But then it's about this. Because I'll be real with you, most people are stupid. I mean, I'm sorry, I don't mean to be harsh, but most people are stupid. And because most people are stupid, and most people are sheep, they buy into stuff that is popular and cool. So the media made the whole Messi Cristiano thing popular and cool. These guys are 2 guys that are competing against each other. And they sold it really well. And most sheep, because most people are sheep, they bought into it. But guys like me who have been watching football my entire life, yeah, one guy is the better football player. Like they're comparable based on their goal scoring, but based on football, like again, turn on because I mean this one's about look at what a guy done 5 or 6 years ago. Today in the year of Lord 2020, the way Messi was playing, I'm like, my God, this guy's amazing. Look at the passes this guy is giving. Look at the dribbles this guy's giving. Look at how he's beating players. Look at how he's worked. Because again, if you've played football, because football is a very difficult sport, which is what makes it amazing. To get past one guy in football is hard. But to get past numerous 2, 3, 4, 5 guys and to be able to create space through the center of the pitch, it's extremely difficult. And if you've played football, that's the key thing. If you've played football, you would appreciate just how amazing what Messi is that he's doing against other top tier professional players. But they were able to sell that crap, isn't it? All right, let me see what things I've missed. All right, here we go. Boom, boom, boom. Let me hit these super chats that I have missed. Viewer activity. Come on, guys, hit those likes, man. Hit those likes. Hit those likes. Hit those likes. Hit those likes. From JD Bose says, JD, thank you very much for the super chats. R9's goal versus Compostela, or Messi's goal versus Getafe, or CR7's penalty against Lecce. I would go for Cristiano's penalty against Lecce. To show that how much I'm a lover and how friendly I am, I'm going to go with Cristiano's penalty against Lecce because I think it takes a lot of quality to score that kind of penalty. Guys, hit that like button. We've got 190 guys in there. Hit that like button. Doesn't take you time. Just take a moment. Let's get those likes up. Let's get those likes up. Let's get those likes up. And we're riding through there. Support your boy HH. Get those likes up. Everybody hit the like button. I'll say it again. Everyone just hit that like button. Hit that like button. Smack that like button. Lubricate that like button. Menstruate that like button. All right. Let's see what you guys are saying, man. All right. Let's see. Oh no, Sergio, I'm not even up for this debate, man. It's not my thing. But look, see, but Sergio and Real Madrid fans, are you going to take advantage? So I think so. Basically, so apparently, Espanyol have they've sacked their manager like 3 times already or something. I think that's what they said. So basically, this has been great. I mean, this has been a very fascinating La Liga title race. But guys, let's be real. let's be real. A couple of things. This is the worst I've ever seen Barcelona. It's the worst I've ever seen them. And even Barcelona at their worst, they're still making this a title race. That's the first thing. Second thing, Real Madrid should have been 6 or 7 points clear. Easily. Like Real Madrid Real Madrid now should maybe be about 3 or 4 games from winning the title. Like they should have been away because Barcelona have been so bad. They've been so bad. Like the title should have been over when Madrid beats Barcelona at the Bernabeu, because Madrid should then have beaten Celta Vigo in the next game. And if that had happened, they'd have been clear. But even before that, the amount of games that Real Madrid have drawn that they shouldn't have drawn, the amount of points Barcelona have dropped, Real Madrid should have been far and away. But they have a great opportunity, And I do think, though, that Real definitely wants, every single time Real Madrid go into a season, they want to win the Champions League. That's the thing. It's Champions League. So that game against Man City is going to be huge. It's going to be huge. And I was even thinking about that game today. I was just thinking ahead, because I said to myself that City are going to score. They're going to score. But then, 2-1 takes extra time. But remember what I said? If Real Madrid want to win, they need to go into that game knowing that we need to score 3 or 4 goals, which they can. But they need to go in there knowing that we need to score 3 or 4 goals. We need to score 3 or 4 goals to say what's up. Wait, why are they showing an advert for Wimbledon, Manchester? It's over. But I do think that there is a feeling in Real Madrid. Oh, rewind, get out of here. So there's a feeling in Real Madrid that they want to finally win the La Liga title. And it's going to be huge. It will be huge if Zidane is the guy to do so. It will be huge that if Zidane comes back, first season back, he delivers the La Liga title, and that will just expand his legacy, because something, I don't know what it is. Something tells me there is another twist in the tail. Something tells me there is another twist in the tail, man. So, do you think Napoli beats Barcelona? You see? Oh, man, damn. Oh, damn. Is that my jama? My God, look at that booty. So, my thing about it is Napoli. If Napoli are looking at Barcelona, Napoli can beat Barcelona. I think Barcelona win. But Napoli are very capable of beating them, even at the Camp Nou. Napoli are very capable of going there and beat them if they can just get their tactics right. If they can get their tactics right, Napoli have a very good chance of saying what's up and actually beating those guys, man. Because Barcelona just they don't look great, man. They don't look great. And the way that I saw Napoli play against Juventus, they have a chance. And let's keep it real. Setien. I don't know how Setien keeps his job if Barcelona don't win La Liga and they get knocked out by Napoli. Does he keep his job if they don't win the Champions League and they don't win La Liga? Does he still keep his job? Because I heard the commentators saying that, like, we're only going to have about 3 weeks of preseason before things happen. So it's going to be hard to sack him. But if he fails to win the Champions League and he fails to win La Liga, so they end up with trophyless. I mean, what the heck? Okay, from Just Beston. Thank you for the super chats, Just Beston. So Just Beston says, guys, hit that like button, guys. If you've not liked the vid, hit that like button. Like the vid. So Just Beston, thoughts on Sancho to United? He was benched again. Oh yeah, so apparently, so Dortmund got circumcised. Rumor has it that Dortmund got circumcised. Is this true? Is this true that Dortmund actually got circumcised? I read that Dortmund said he's not for sale and they've received no bids from Man United. That's what I heard. I think I saw that report on Bleacher Report. I still am keeping faith that Chelsea can get Sancho. I'm still keeping faith. But Sancho is going to leave Dortmund. He will leave. Because whenever guys say, "Oh, he's staying, he's leaving, and everything," don't believe that crap. He is, but it's not if, it's when he leaves. And for me, he is leaving Dortmund, but it is not certain he's going to go to United. It's not certain he goes to United. Real Madrid may say something. Barcelona may say something. Barcelona may say something, man. Barcelona may say something. But just even on that whole 4-0, even if like there's nothing to play for and everything, I think Dortmund should sack that dude, man. Like, what's it called? What's his name? I don't even know what his name is, man. Dortmund should completely sack that dude, man. Sack that loser, man. From Yasser side, man, thank you for the super chats, man. Mr. Side, man, thank you. The legend. So you don't believe in Zizou, a man who came out of retirement and carried the French team to a final, one of the goats of the game, 3 in a row. Look, man, Zizou, I told you, Zizou, he's a horseman. So do you think I would ever disrespect a horseman? I would never disrespect a horseman. I will never disrespect a horseman. And this is not me using reverse psychology. I love Zizou. Zizou is a guy that I say, this is one of my guys. This is one of my footballing heroes. So it would be amazing if he was to do the deed. I'm just going by past experience that Real Madrid have messed up so many times in key games that I just can't trust them. But Zizou hasn't playing well, and I think Zizou will look at this game and say, guys, we've got to do the business. We've got to do the business because Real Madrid, ever since Zizou, wait, did Zizou take over from the starts or from the middle? I think he took over from the middle. I think he took over from the middle of the season. But ever since Zizou took over this Real Madrid team, they have looked so good. They have looked so good. Like, basically, if Zizou wins the World Cup as a manager for France, he might be the GOAT of football. I think he might be the number one goal. The last thing that's for him to achieve, win the World Cup with France as a manager. If he does that, Zidane he is for football. He is football. So look, man, I'm not doubting the dude. Zizou is my dude. Zizou is my dude, man. Zizou is my dude. Zizou is good internationally, average club-wise. Who scored the winning goal in that Champions League final against Bayer Leverkusen? Do you guys know? Like, that's, with his left foot standing volley, one of the best volleys of all time. Who scored that? Who scored? I can't remember, guys. If somebody can tell me who scored that volley in a CL final, that would be great, bro. That would be great, man. Who was it? Who was it, man? Who was it? I mean, please, guys, tell me. Are we ruling out Bayern completely from Sancho? Yes, we are. They have Gnabry already. And I think they can easily get a cover for Gnabry. And I don't think that they're looking for debutants for either Gnabry or Leroy Sané. I think because they got Leroy Sané, I think they're fine. I think they're fine with keeping them as their starters, and just, if they get injured, they can easily make do. Because okay, if you're getting Sancho, that is a starter. And I think if you're Sancho as well, you wouldn't want to go to Bayern Munich knowing that the Gnabry and Sané will be starting ahead of you. So I'm ruling them out completely. For Sancho, I think it is between Chelsea and United for now. For now, I think it is between Chelsea and United. So, but that would be harsh if Bayern Munich yet again poach another player from Dortmund. Can Bayern stop stealing players from Dortmund? Is that okay? Say, nah, it's over, bro. Barca pulled an Arsenal. Guys, look, basically, if Real Madrid mess this up, they have a golden opportunity. They have a golden opportunity. Actually, let me even pull up the fixtures right now. Let me pull up the fixtures right now. So, table. Let's look at Barcelona. Barcelona. So, For Barcelona, what do we have here? Let me. The freak. Okay, here we go. All right. So they have Atletico Madrid. My God, see, this is tough. They have Atletico Madrid. Then they've got my boy Chukwueze. Then they've got Chukwueze FC on the Sunday. So on the Tuesday they got Atletico. On the Sunday they got Chukwueze FC. Yeah, they'll baptize Espanyol. Valladolid is tricky, away from the crib. Then these are two easy dubs. Two easy dubs for them. Two easy dubs for them. Which is why Real Madrid don't want to say what's up earlier on. So for Real Madrid, who do they have? So they've got Espanyol tomorrow. Getafe. That's. Let's keep it real. That's not an easy game. Aren't Getafe still in the Europa League? Atletico Bilbao away from the crib. Then this should be dubs. I love it. This should be dub. That should be a dub. I mean, Villarreal. You know, so it's basically everybody is saying that it's over. Everyone is saying it's over. I mean, Barcelona's schedule is tricky, man. Because think about it is that it's the way that they've been playing. Like, so it's where are Atletico? You see, Atletico Madrid are third, so they're pretty good for top four. Because what's it called? Homeboys are six. Getafe, see, and Getafe are fifth. Getafe are fifth. That game is going to be. I say Real Madrid draw against Getafe. I say Real Madrid draw against Getafe. But thinking about Atletico Madrid is that they still want to say what's up. They still want to say what's up. So you've got Atletico Madrid at the other crib. See this. I think Barcelona win this game. I'm not sure I'm not. I don't think they win that game. Especially if my boy, because remember the 4-4 game when Chukwueze was on the bench and they lost. Because if Chukwueze says Chukwueze up against PK, whoo wee, or so yeah, it's Chukwueze against Alba. It'll be Chukwueze against Jessica Alba. So yeah, the thing for Barcelona is if they can just get through these two games. Basically, these are the games here. Atletico, Villarreal, Valladolid. These are the games that they should win. Espanyol at the crib, Osasuna at the crib, Alaves away. But these are the ones is the Atletico game at home, the Villarreal away, and Valladolid. For Real Madrid, it's so yeah, obviously that's home. This I say that they drop points. I say they get a draw here. They should win that. They should win that. They should win that. This could be a draw. This could be a draw, and they should win that. So look, let me say points can still be dropped. Points can still be dropped. Points can still definitely be dropped, man. All right. Well, this is interesting. Barcelona don't believe themselves that they'll win the league. It's over unless Real really lose 3 games. You see, I look at body language. To be honest, you could see the massive relief and the way that they were celebrating every time that they scored. But especially when you saw Messi, he was like, oh, bro. He was like, you know what? This is because they thought, you know what, if we can just escape with a win here. But the fact that they just dropped points again, so back to back Sevilla now this, because that's why that if Real Madrid beats Espanyol, there's going to be so much pressure on Tuesday, because now they're now fully behind. Now they'll now be fully behind by 2 points. So there'll be so much pressure for them to say what's up, because so when they play that, then it's Real Madrid at home to Getafe. It's them at home to Getafe, because I do believe that. I mean, like it's It's crazy. It's. I still think they still believe slightly that they can win. Um, Question for the audience. Quick question for this. Yes, I'm watching the side chick cup, known as the briquet cup. Quick question for the audience. How bad was Valverde really? And how good is Setien really? Is Setien really an upgrade on Valverde? Would Valverde be doing just as bad as what Setien has been doing? Because you see, that's the thing with the Barca fans. Barca fans rejoiced when Valverde was sacked. I defended him. I said, relax, chill. All you guys rejoiced. You went up and I said, yeah, man, Valverde, he's a brick. And you all cheered when Setien was hard because Setien was, hey, man, I'm bringing back Cruyff. I'm a Cruyff disciple. Iniesta and Xavi don't no longer play for Barcelona. I mean, isn't that what it is? They no longer play for thingy, man. You have to realize that, man. You have to. They no longer play for those dudes. So, oh, wait. Because I'm seeing something in the chat. Let me translate. I'm seeing something in the chat. Let me see. I think something is pulling through. But yeah, all of you guys who are insulting Valverde, how bad was Valverde really? Because Setien just has not been an improvement. Setien has not been an improvement on Barcelona. Because what Barcelona needed, especially with the kind of guys that they had, was someone new. Chief Igalo, man. Chief Igalo, Lewandowski who? Cannibal who? Okay. Next time, this is what I want to hear. I want to hear Igalo, then Lewandowski, then Cannibal, then Aguero. That's also what I want to hear. Chief Igwe, Gasaga, or Igalo. Chief Igwe. But yeah, look. So see, this is what Barcelona explains to Barcelona fans is Xavi and Iniesta left. You have to get a manager who could get you results for now. Because teams change, systems change. You can't stand still. You have to keep on thinking about the future. This dumbest thing that Barcelona did was, we're gonna come in and we're gonna now bring in Setien because Setien understands the Barca way. He understands the Barca way of playing. Cool. Do you have the players that can play the Barca way? Can you buy the players that can play the Barca way? If you can't, then you have to create a system that's suited for the players. You can't enforce a system onto players who don't have the characteristics to play that system. You have to look at which is what every good manager does. Look at the players you have and have a system that fits them. That's what you have to do. And it's like, who the heck is Setien? It's just a guy from the road. Setien is just literally a guy from the flipping road. From Bike man, thank you for the super chat. Thank you, Bike. Thank you, bro. Remember, Zad hasn't peaked yet. Vinicius is holding it down, and once Zad shows up, Madrid will take La Liga. Also, Madrid has the second best defense in Europe. Qatar is also top 3. Let me break this down. I am still holding out hope for Zad because I am one of the, and I think maybe a few others, I'm one of the only people that is still defending Zad because people fat shame him and people seem to forget what he did in the World Cup semi and what he did for Chelsea, winning them a European trophy. So for me, I just think that once Zad is Zad, Real Madrid will be a whole different beast. Vinicius has been huge. And I think, you see, the big difference in this run between Barcelona and Real Madrid is, for Real Madrid, there are Benzema is saying what's up. Vinicius is saying what's up. Toni Kroos is saying what's up. Several players are saying what's up, and it's a team effort. For Barcelona, it's not a team effort. It's a messy effort. See, Cannibal, he showed up today. Is Cannibal going to show up tomorrow? Griezmann is still in quarantine. Like, Antoine Griezmann, you're supposed to be playing. But I think Griezmann is still social distancing from the sport of football. You know, that is what he has still been doing. He's still social distancing from the sport of football, so he's not getting any help. And yes, no. And basically, Madrid's defense has been one of the most impressive things that has impressed me about Zidane. Because when people think of Zidane, they think, no, attack. But Real Madrid are tough to break down, and they're super organized. Super organized. Makes you think, what would Zidane do with this Barcelona team? Would he make it so messy censored? Interesting. Courtois. So you obviously have Ter Stegen. Now he's top five because you've got Stegen, you've got Alice in Wonderland, you've got Oblak, and then maybe you can then ride with maybe Courtois then Edison. Basically, Courtois and Edison are fighting for fourth and fifth, but those three are certified. Stegen 1, I might say Oblak 2, Alice in Wonderland 3. Those are your top 5 right there. So, but Courtois has improved because Courtois was a bit of a thingy man. So, the guys are now hitting on Zad, man. So Zad is playing. Messi is playing well. I agree, but it's not effective for his team. They should play fluid for football. Style of play should be changed. See 100. See. It's almost similar to the whole Argentina issue. If you're so reliant on one, because now, guys, think about this now. Let's look at the times that Barcelona were all successful. 2009, Messi was just part of the front three. Because Iniesta and Xavi were the guys doing the ball in midfield, but that front three was just Messi. Well, it was me, Henry, and what's his face? So him, Henry, and Etso. I'm part of that front three. 2011, same again. Messi, I have my role. Pedro, David Villa. 2015, same again. But Messi was not doing a bit more of the playmaking work and a bit more of the creative work. But he definitely had his specific role, and he entrusted what Neymar did, entrusted what the Cannibal did. But what has now happened right now is Cannibal has taken a massive dip and decline, and there isn't that other attacking elements. So what you now have is Messi now feels like he's going to now take up a lot of the workload because they don't have the Iniesta, which is the midfielder who ties everything together. So Messi, and the reason why they got Coutinho is for someone to now help Messi out. The reason why they got Griezmann is for someone to help him out. So if you don't have any of these dudes, it makes it now very difficult to now say what's up. It makes it very, very difficult indeed to say what's up. All right. Okay, I'll do maybe last few cues and then I'll be out of here. So 10 minutes left. Remember, guys, hit those like buttons, man. Hit the likes button. Hit those likes, guys. Hit those likes, man. 10 minutes left, man. Hit those likes. Hit those likes. Hit those likes. Hit those likes. I think no, Oblak is from Slovenia. He's from Slovenia, I believe. Is Neuer top 5 in 2020? I don't know. I don't know whether Neuer is top 5 in 2020. Oh, sorry, Dennis. Let me get your super chat. Sorry, bro. So from Dennis Hujdo, thank you for your super chat, Dennis Hujdo. Which manager would be best for Barcelona? Ronald Koeman. That is the manager that they need because Koeman understands Barcelona, but he will change Barcelona. And that's what they need. Barcelona needs to change and they need to evolve. You have to evolve. The issue with Barcelona is they are playing as if Xavi and Iniesta are still there. You know, where in fact that they have to realize, okay, look, we have Vidal now. We've got Griezmann now. It is what it is, but we have Griezmann now. So instead of trying to force Griezmann into a psychology that doesn't work, play to his strengths. Because it's about winning. It's not about winning your way. It's not about winning the Barcelona way. It's about winning. It's all you. If manager is employed to win, that's it. I feel Koeman will come, still play good football, but a different brand of ball. And I think that, especially with his coaching and so forth, I just think that he'll be able to work better with the players that they have. And for me, like, okay, I mean, going to just be real, Koeman is a much better coach than your boy Setien. And I think Dutch guys are very good at coaching, especially young people. You know, Dutch managers are very good at coaching. So he would work well. And yeah, and Barcelona have a very good lineage of Dutch managers. You know, Cruyff, Rijkaard, Van Gaal, and then Homeboy. So you know the Dutch just definitely runs the process. I think Koeman will be right, and he will take over. He will take over for sure. Um, okay. I think that's interesting. So why are you comparing Messi and CR7? CR7 is 2 years older. Do you think Messi will be at top level 2 years from now? Even now, he spends more time pacing himself. Let me be real with you. 2 years from now, I still think Messi will still be almost this good because Messi's football isn't predicated on speed and isn't predicated on any of his physicalities. Now, he won't be supremely amazing, but I still think that I still believe 2 years from now, if he keeps fit and he doesn't have any major injuries, he will still be one of the best players in the world. Because obviously, you'll have an older Mbappe, an older Sancho, you know, and older dudes who I think will now sort of be entering their elements. But I still think Messi will still be able to compare with them because Messi's thing is skill based. Now, true, even if you're focused on skill still you still need a certain level of physicality and quick movements and quick sharpness to really say what's up for those things. But you know, I still think like he will still be comparable because look at what he's already doing, man. All right. Do you think Thiago would be a good replacement for Arthur? Um, you know, for me, I think he would actually. He would. He would. You know, but again, he's not the player that Barcelona need. Barcelona need an attacking player to assist Messi and maybe another striker. Funny thing though, funny thing. But yeah, but just to quickly ask a question, he would, yeah, I mean, he would be a good replacement. And remember, Thiago, he knows the team. He played for the team, and I think he would fit better in the team. But I don't think he's a player that Barcelona need to win the Champions League, which is what they want. But funny thing though, because I was listening to the commentators. I think it was Guilherme Balage. He was the co-commentator. Obviously, if you guys know who Guilherme Balage is, he's this dude. Most of you guys should know him. Basically, famous. Basically, famous thingy dude, man. Yeah, this dude. Oops, what are we doing? Yeah, this dude. Yeah, basically, he was on co-commentator, and he said that Lazzaro Martinez is the natural replacement for the Cannibal because they are similar. And I was like, excuse me, what? Because my thing was, okay, how are they going to fit Lazzaro Martinez as a support striker in the team? But he's viewing it as if that, and this is what I hope and pray that Barcelona are not thinking this, that he's saying that, oh, Lazzaro Martinez is a replacement for the Cannibal because they are similar. I'm like, hell no. You know, the way that Cannibal plays is not how Lazzaro plays. You know, like the Cannibal is a striker. that can play at the top and can create his goals and so forth. Lautaro Martinez is a support striker. A support striker and a main striker are two very different roles. There is no way Dennis Bergkamp could play as the main striker. There is no way that Griezmann could play as the main striker. There's no way that Del Piero could play as the main striker. So, this is what frightens me about Barcelona. This is what frightens me. If Barcelona truly think and truly believe that Lautaro Martinez is now going to be their main striker to replace the Cannibal, then Barcelona are psychopaths. They are truly psychopaths, and I truly fear for them, because you can't go from the Cannibal with what he's done, how good he was, to Lautaro. Lautaro isn't sniffing what Cannibal can do. He's not sniffing what Cannibal can do. So I hope Gabe Balage was. I don't know what he was saying, man, because that makes no sense, man. That's no. His name is Game Balage, or is it Game Balag? What should Brickman do now? Oh wow, Brickman. I think for Antoine, he has to try and find a route out of this team. He's going to try and find a route out of this team, because it's clearly not working. You know, it's clearly not working, man. Because it's like this. If I was Griezmann, very simple. Are you going to change the system to help accommodate me? If not, you've got to cut your losses, because it's looking really bad now. And the more times that Griezmann is on the bench and he's a bit bad player, the harder it will be for him. And come next summer in the Euros, it's going to be even tougher for France. Regardless of whatever happens, Deschamps is always going to pick him. Deschamps will always pick him. But if he now goes into the Euros hardly playing for Barcelona, always on the bench or playing badly, that will affect France. That will affect France, you know, because then he will now forget what it feels like to do good, to perform well, to be in a team that actually is operating well. So it's going to harm how good he can be at the Euros. And remember, France and Griezmann, they've got unfinished business in the Euros. They've got unfinished business in the Euros. So Griezmann doesn't, same thing with Coutinho, he doesn't want to admit that this is a failure. And I understand it from his viewpoint. This is Barcelona. How many people get the chance to play for Barcelona? How many people get the chance to play with Messi? You don't want to mess it up. You don't want to mess it up. And he's like, you know what? I'm going to keep trying. I'm going to keep trying. I'm going to keep trying. But sometimes in life, you just have to admit that the earlier you cut your losses, the better. The earlier you cut your losses, the better. Griezmann to Inter would be perfect. If Inter are smart, and I hope you're listening, Mossab, man. Mossab, I hope you're listening. If Inter are smart, they'd be like, you want Lautaro Martinez? Give us Griezmann. Better, and you know what? I didn't say, because again, this is about negotiating. If Inter, I'm like, you know what? We will reduce the price for Lautaro Martinez considerably. Throw in Griezmann. You've got yourselves a deal. Now, for me, I think that Barcelona shouldn't even be getting Lautaro Martinez. But if you're Barcelona and you want Martinez, you desperately want him because you believe that he's the guy that you want, that's a great deal. We're going to get him for much cheaper, and we're giving away a player who doesn't work for us. That's a good deal. For Inter Milan, hey, you're losing Lautaro Martinez, but I believe you're getting an upgrade in a Griezmann. And Griezmann and Lukaku, who both speak French, and we know how much Griezmann loves black people as well, because Griezmann wants to be black. Literally painted himself black. That could be a very devastating partnership. That could be a devastating partnership, man. You know, so let's see, man. Latoro's pass success rate is 50%. Oh dear. I'm not sure how that's gonna work, man. I'm not sure that's how that's gonna work. So okay, so guys, look, so remember, guys, tonight is the open hangout. I will tweet out the link 5 minutes to 10. So 5 minutes to 10, I will tweet out the link for you guys to join in. Remember, guys, become a Patreon and gain access to my blog. I'm going to be blogging stuff, putting video stuff. I'm putting some material in there. So to get access to the Half of Football Hot blog, the greatest blog in the world. Oh wow! Description box below. Become a Patreon. Become a patron. And also as well, Back to the Future. So I'll be tweeting out the link for guys to join Back to the Future. The Half Up Sorts. That is my other YouTube channel. Half Up Sorts. Sub to the Half Up Sorts. Gets into that whole stuff, and we're probably going to be watching Back to the Future now on the build up to the Saturday Open Hangout. Griezmann, bro, it's not good, guys. Real Madrid, you have a chance to flip and say what's up. Don't screw up against Espanyol. Become a Football Hut member and gain access to cool emojis on the live streams and get access to new YouTube content by clicking the join button here. And to view that new content, head over to the YouTube channel homepage and click on the community tab over here.